Hey guys! Welcome to another video. So you might be wondering about this little location change. So I'm actually in Thailand, particularly in Chiang Mai, recording this. And the next two videos actually covers um, my stay in Chiang Mai. So this is just part one of two. So for part one, we'll be showing you the flight from Cagayan de Oro, which is my hometown back there, to Chiang Mai, and we had to take two flights to get there. Whoa! So without any further ado, here is part one of two of my Thailand adventure. So after a little birthday party for my cousin, it was now time to head to the airport to catch the first of two flights that would take us to Chiang Mai. Now after a quick check-in process, it was off to do a little plane spotting, but not without this awesome view of a ferry making its way towards Cagayan de Oro. Now boarding eventually begun, and our plane for the first of two flights that would take us to Manila is one of Cebu Pacific's older A321s. As you can see, compared to the A321 Neos, the seats look much older. However, the legroom is really good. For your information, I'm 5'4". So the crew did a little safety demonstration, and before you know it, we were off bound for Manila. So we made a quick taxi around the airport before we took off bound for Manila. So I spent most of the time watching a movie and enjoying the view outside, and before you know it, we were already descending towards a rainy Manila. We taxied past the Lufthansa Technique maintenance hangar, where a lot of planes do their maintenance here in Manila. Sometimes I even see an A380 in here before we enter the runway to take off bound for Chiang Mai. Now it was raining so hard, there was apparently a red lightning alert, so all airport operations were stopped for a while and we had to wait in the plane for quite some time before we were allowed to get off. Now we are on our way to meet my cousin who is waiting outside.
Hi vlog, welcome to my guys. Diba that's what Daddy Bob says?
So we made our way through the airport into security and immigration before heading into the lounge called the Marhaba Lounge, which is the go-to lounge every time we have an international trip. After some time spent in the lounge, it was time to make the long walk towards Gate 106 for our flight to Chiang Mai. Now, after a little bit of plane spotting, it was now time to board our A220neo, which originally was delivered to Indigo before coming to Cebu Pacific. And this plane looks very interesting in terms of the seat itself. Now, what makes this seat interesting is that it looks so different compared to the average Cebu Pacific plane. Of course, having come from Indigo, hence the many Indian text on the tray table, and also legroom is a bit tighter, but that's okay for a 3-hour flight. And tray table isn't adjustable, but should be large enough for most things. taxied past the Lufthansa Technique maintenance hangar, where a lot of planes do their maintenance here in Manila. Sometimes I'd even see an A380 in here before we enter the runway to take off bound for Chiang Mai. Now I went on to watch another movie and checked out the lavatory, which was clean when I visited it, and of course that's a good thing. And also doing the good old trick of using Google Maps on a plane to figure out where we are, and also enjoying the scenery outside as we cross several land borders. And after a little Spotify session, we began our descent, and since we are entering a new time zone, my clocks moved back by 1 hour, so instead of 1 a.m. in the Philippines, it's now 12 midnight in Thailand. Now this is my second time to visit this amazing country, and I have covered it before in this channel. So if you haven't seen that video, please check it out right here. I'll post the link in the description. Now we got off the plane and into Chiang Mai's smaller than usual airport, and we were through immigration in just a few minutes, and we're claiming our bags and boarding a van that would take us to the hotel where we would spend just a few hours before transferring to another hotel. Now I am excited for the hotel we are transferring to tomorrow because it's a really nice hotel, and I will show it to you guys as well as what's beautiful around Chiang Mai in part 2, so stay tuned. So that's it for part 1 of my Thailand adventure. Stay tuned for part 2 when I release it in the coming weeks or days. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to get notified about my latest videos. And please follow me on Instagram. That's at YQ_studios.YT. And if you want some chill music, head over to Spotify. That's at Yoshi.Kent. And like what I said, this is just the start of my Thailand adventure. There's another video coming soon, and there are many more adventures planned out, and I'm really excited for that. But until the next, take care, stay safe, and from wherever you are in the world, have fun!